Breaker, breaker into the black. This is Long Haul Preacher, and I ain't going back. I'm a long haul preacher, and I'm just passing through with a few words of wisdom while we're taking in the view. Howdy again, folks. It's Long Haul here, and I wanted to do a quick shout out about the latest Star Citizen sale because it involves two noteworthy family fun night ships, the Banu Merchantman and the Defender. I know I haven't been a big proponent of fighters, but if I were to get a fighter, I would want it to be at least a 2, if not 3 crew ship, like the Defender's 2 crew representation. It has a great trade-off by not placing the second crewman in a turret like most of these 2 crew fighters and leaving them there. Instead, the Defender has a pilot and co-pilot seat, both of which can jockey between piloting and forward gunner or both at the same time. In other words, I could teach Frey to fly this thing without too much worry that she would run us into an asteroid because I could always take over piloting. The bunks in the main hull also make it great for long-distance travel, where logging out in the middle of travel is definitely a necessary option. Bunks are not normally installed on fighters or even escorts, with only 2 exceptions, the 315 Explorer fighter and the Vanguard series. Now, the Merchantman is the only designated trade ship in the collection, called such because it will allow visitors to board a special merchandising section of the cargo hold to look at sale items in a kind of bizarre fashion. The Banu are best described in human terms as Yankee traders, or if you prefer, the Ferengi of the game. This also means that this massive ship has over 5,000 cubic units of cargo space, more than a match for the Hull C, with more firepower to defend itself. The downside is, if there is one, that it is so large it has a suggested crew size of 8 compared to the Hull C's 3 crew. Why 8 has yet to be shown, since it has only one manned turret in the specs. However, with the engines and power plant being so large, the hull being so large, and the shield being incredibly large, it leads me to believe that the size of the thing makes it a formidable ship for any engineer to keep up with. There is one possible downside to both of these ships. Because of their alien nature, they might end up a little locked in what weapons can be handled, and so what you can change out on them. On the other side of that, it is also designed by the Banu to be specifically militia-type defense, meaning they are both designed to go to war as necessary and are built based on other alien technology that the Banu have found in their travels, meaning they actually have the potential of being more rather than less versatile in upgrading. The only thing I wish CIG had added, since the Defender is considered a Banu escort ship, is a way to directly dock the Defender with the Merchantman for long-distance travel. The Merchantman can defend itself, but having the added escort is, as needed, is still better than no escort at all. One other point of appeal is that these ships are decidedly alien without the clean square lines of human ships. The culture designers decided that the Banu had no perceptible art in their culture, instead putting all of their creative juices into the architecture and engineering. Even their clothes are a little, shall I say, over the top. So there are... Okay, well, let's face facts. These are generally odd-looking but good-looking ships with plenty of surprises in those lines. One of my friends also noted that the Merchantman has gone up in price by about $90, so if you can afford it, I would recommend the package deal for both the Merchantman and the Defender if you're going to do this at all, primarily to get the Defender before it goes up in price. But the Merchantman looks to be a great cargo and trade ship to travel with the family in. I can't wait until it arrives myself. In fact, the Defender has me thinking, and I'll put it to you in a vote for the fans, should I make the Defender my first fighter in the family fleet, or keep the Prospector to mine with, filling the Merchantman's holds with ore? Yeah, it is an either or. There is no keeping both. Vote on YouTube or Patreon in the comments. Greatly appreciated. I'll post the results on longhaulpreacher.space before May 1st, the last day of the sale. Quickly, I'd also like to note that I've changed direction of what game referral code I would like to use, and I'd like to pass this on to you. I will let you know when to stop. CIG is going on a major referral rush and giving fun prizes for it, prizes I would like to get my daughter, including an in-game Space Kitty t-shirt and a pink Space Kitty dragonfly. How adorable is that? While no male biker in their right mind would paint their cycle pink, let alone put a kitty on it. Some females, especially Japanese ones, might, and I would really love to get this for my daughter. It takes 10 successful referrals using her code. That means 10 players starting up a new account for the first time using a referral code, and then purchasing at least a $45 startup game package. That's the Aurora or the Mustang. Please help me reach this goal. Even thinking of making her glider rocker Dragonfly pink. In fact, I'll throw in this bonus. I will send a note to anyone who uses Freya's referral code using Freya's account, and that person or whomever he or she points out as a subscriber or Patreon patron will get an added 10 tickets into the drawing for a gift card of choice in the 2017 subscriber versus patron race. I wouldn't mind one of those pink dragonflies for my wife as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And finally, a quick note for those of you on a budget. If you have not tried using a bakery outlet, please do. Denver has several Bimbo, Entenmann bakery outlets in the area that have great prices compared to the grocery store and always have specials on top of that. In fact, that's where we get our month's worth of bread for breakfast and lunch for 3 people, as well as my sunflower seeds, usually for under $15 a month. Keep them in business so we don't lose out on such opportunities. Well, that's all for now, folks. You know the drill. Like or comment on YouTube or Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or become a Patreon patron for as little as $1 a month to keep these podcasts going. Thank you for joining me for this podcast. God bless you and your family as we head on out to have a little family fun this weekend.
Man line is finding revenue production. Be a far cry better for hauling than this poor old Lancer. You do a pre-purchase? The whole sea? Well, don't let it get shot out from under you. Well, you know me. I can take the suicide jockey out of the military, but you can't take the military out of the jockey. I'd rather be able to fire back. Sure. Yeah, you can look at mine when it's delivered. I'll let you know. Yeah, this is Long Haul. Signing out.